And welcome back to session number 4. We'll talk all about how to automate your lead gen and registration via webinars with GoToWebinar. So I hopefully don't have to explain this, but if I do, what is a webinar? A webinar is a live meeting that takes place over the web and can be a presentation, a discussion, a demonstration, or an instructional session done all online. And the goal of the webinar is to share information, interact with potential customers, create valuable content to grow your business, and ultimately close more sales. It's really mimicked to be a face-to-face presentation, but all done remotely, all done online. Nowadays, it can be done from your mobile phone even. So it's a great way to connect with potential customers, and really ways to use webinars for lead gen and business growth are product demonstrations, Q&A sessions, sales, product training, really anything that you want to present to a client, you can do on a webinar. So now let me show you how to set up GoToWebinar. We'll talk about auto registrations. We'll do a live demo and a step-by-step of how to create and how to automatically register somebody for a webinar. We'll also talk about duplicating old webinars, so using a live demo of a step-by-step of how to duplicate webinars. We'll also talk about how to change all that stuff and get it all synced up. So let's jump right into GoToWebinar. Hopefully you signed up for your free trial account. It's a great service. It's highly suggest you do just to take it for a spin. So make sure you click on the link below to get started with your free trial of GoToWebinar. Our exclusive offer gives you a great chance to get started with GoToWebinar completely free. So after signing up, you can right away go schedule a webinar. You click on New Webinar. You set your title. So here we're going to choose the Automation Masterclass Demo. You enter your description. Again, this can be whatever you want, but it should be something that's relevant. If you're using ClickFunnels for your webinar registration, you don't need to enter this description because it's not going to be seen. But in some cases, if you want to have people register via GoToWebinar, you want to enter a description directly in here. So these, you want to have bullet points. You want to, again, reemphasize what the person is going to learn, what the value is, what's the reason why they should be joining you and taking time out of their busy schedule to join a call. You shouldn't say, I want to sell you something. You should be a little bit more educational. You should have a lot of content, all that stuff. So whatever description you want, it goes in there. You choose exactly when you want it to occur. So we have one session happening on your day. You choose your time zone as well. GoToWebinar has a great way of having somebody choose their time zone and converts all of that for you. So you want to set your time zone and your time of the webinar. So we have our webinar set up, very easy to do. You can customize a whole bunch of things over here. You can customize your branding and themes. You can add organizers, all this stuff. You can really go and customize it, really whatever you'd like. We're not going to focus on that. So if I want to change my branding, I can jump right into branding if I'd like. And if I want to skip ClickFunnels, if I don't need ClickFunnels in this case, I just want to use GoToWebinar directly to a webinar. In this case, I can choose my theme. I have my welcome message to everybody that comes here. They get a welcome message. Hey, welcome. This is the value I'm going to show you. If I'm presenting or whoever's presenting, I enter the name, their title. I can upload an image. I choose their organization. So really cool. Then I click on Save. And we're just going to blast through this because it's not important. This is not really GoToWebinar essential stuff. This is all extra stuff. Really what I want to show you is how to automate this. So we have our auto registration URL. That's not important here because we're going to be tying all this in. You do want to make sure that you do change your reply to email address. So if anybody does fill this out, they're going to get an email. If they reply to that email, you want to make sure that you get that response. Okay, so that's very important to go edit that. You can also edit automatic confirmation emails. So this is a great way to automate marketing directly via GoToWebinar. If somebody registers for an event, they will get this email, which will automatically be sent to them. You can add custom text in there if you'd like. You can also send automatic reminders. Okay, so if somebody registers for an event, you can send reminders hours, days, or weeks before the event, up to 3 reminders. I highly recommend you max this out because this is not using your email autoresponder. This is GoToWebinar. This is skipping the the spam filters. This is going directly to your client's inbox via GoToWebinar. It's just an additional email. You can set those up if you want. But in this case, you can also share this if you want. You can do anything with the GoToWebinar. So it's a great place to set up a webinar. You can post this to Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. You can get people registering for your webinar in more ways than just ads. So share it, send it to people, get your link, send this wherever you want. You can even edit the registration settings. So here in GoToWebinar, I can choose to have people automatically approved, or I can have people manually approved. If I don't want to have everybody on this, I just want to limit the size of my webinar, I can do that as well. Also, after people register for a webinar here, I can choose what happens. So I can choose, I have a default page, which is a GoToWebinar page. If I want, I can do a custom URL. Again, this is all meant to be a high-level breeze over of GoToWebinar, so we're not going to do everything it can do. We're just going to focus really on the automation. So depending on your specific requirements, you can use Zapier to push your new leads into a sequence. So here's a great example. We just showed you how to run Facebook ads. So imagine you're using Facebook lead ads, and anyone who clicks on, yes, I'm interested in learning more about this, clicks on OK, and their name, their email address is captured and sent automatically via Zapier and automatically registers them in GoToWebinar. So the trigger is Facebook lead ads. Whenever somebody fills out or connects with Facebook lead ads and says, yes, send me more information or register me for the webinar, Zapier will automatically register that person inside GoToWebinar. So they don't have to fill out that form that we just created. The whole form that GoToWebinar created, it doesn't matter because people are automatically registering here on autopilot via Facebook lead ads. So let's walk through exactly how to set this up in Zapier to have people automatically registered for your webinar just by clicking a Facebook lead ad. So here inside Zapier, we always start with make a new Zap. Here, we're going to search for Facebook lead ads, find it right there, click it from the drop down. We're going to say anytime a new lead is created, choose our Facebook ad account, choose the page we want. Again, choose the individual form. You can have multiple forms, multiple accounts. This is what makes Zapier so cool. So you choose your drop-down form from the list. This is the free infographic download demo that we're showing again. Click on continue, and then it will test it. Check with Facebook. Yes, it is all good. Usually takes a few seconds. There we go, successful. Then I click on continue. And here, remember, I want to have people automatically register for a webinar. So here I'm going to create a new registrant inside my GoToWebinar account. From the drop-down, I will choose my upcoming webinar. So here is that one that we just created, the Automation Masterclass demo. I will choose first name. So here, as we saw, we collected the full name from the client. Okay, now because we don't have a last name here, we can also enter the same information, or we can put a variable. If we want, we can put a period. Here I like sometimes putting full name, because I can choose which one I want to do. Then under email, I map it with an email type. So now I have anybody who registers, I get their name, I get their email address, automatically added to GoToWebinar. Here it's going to test it. It says all good. I will then rename this Zap. I will name it GoToWebinar auto registration via Facebook lead ads. It is pretty awesome, and I think just this by itself, if done in your area for your business to automate this, it's a tremendous way to get more people to register for your webinars. Now, ClickFunnels has a native GoToWebinar integration, but honestly, it is not that great. I think Zapier is better because it keeps a complete log of everything you do. And not only that, you can also take advantage of the ClickFunnels CRM or autoresponder direct integration, because you can only choose one on ClickFunnels. You can't have autoresponders and a whole bunch of stuff. You have to use Zapier here. So here we're going to show you how to use Zapier to connect ClickFunnels and GoToWebinar. Anyone who fills out an opt-in form on ClickFunnels will automatically be registered to a GoToWebinar event. So inside my Zapier account, I will click on Make a New Zap. Here I'm going to choose ClickFunnels as the trigger. So I'm going to click on that right there. I'm going to choose New Contact Activity and then click on Continue. I'm going to choose the ClickFunnels account I want. Again, I can have multiple accounts here if I want, if I have different clients. Here I'll choose my funnel. I want to choose my automation class demo funnel, and here I'll choose the opt-in again. Then I click on Continue. Then I fetch that. I grab all the information automatically from ClickFunnels. All successful. Then click on Continue. So now, again, the objective here is when somebody fills out a ClickFunnels form, I want to automatically register them for a GoToWebinar event. So I will click on Create Registrant, click on Save and Continue, choose my GoToWebinar account, then choose my webinar. I can have multiple options here. I'll choose on one. Choose my first name again. This automatically comes from ClickFunnels. This is broken down, so I have my separate first name and last name, which is obviously better. I choose the email. I map up these three fields. That is it. I then click on Create and Continue. It will create a sample demo in my account. I can go check. The email is all there. It all happens in real time, which makes this totally crazy and amazing for your business. Sometimes the 5-minute delay on Zapier is okay, but this test happens in real time, so you can see it right away if this works or not. You want to name your Zap, and then again, turn your Zap on to take advantage of all the automation goodness. So let's recap what we've accomplished here in lesson number 4. So we created a GoToWebinar event, very easy to do. You can offer great value, make lots of sales with never leaving your house, never leaving your office. Do it at home, do it in your boxer shorts. It's all good. That's what webinars are for. Then we created a Zap to push the registrations for webinars from a Facebook lead ad. So one of the biggest problems of webinars is you need to have people on the call. Facebook lead ads is a great way to get people directly onto your webinar. Okay, you just learn how to do that. That's a huge accomplishment. You also learn how to create a Zap to push registrations for webinars from ClickFunnels. So if you want to make your webinar registration page on ClickFunnels, you don't want to use the one from GoToWebinar, you can use a custom one. You can have a video. You can use all the good stuff that ClickFunnels has for that pre-webinar video experience, right automatically registered. So how to push ClickFunnels directly to GoToWebinar. Also, to recap, webinars can be used to promote your product, services, or to provide information sessions for potential prospects. You could also automatically register your new leads for your upcoming webinars, all automatically using Zapier. And once you set that up, you throw it up with some Facebook ads, you'll get your leads in, you'll see what your conversions are, you tweak, you optimize. That's a great way to sell anything online. It's something I personally do, and it's something that you should do too. Moving on to lesson number 5, all about my favorite platform, ClickFunnels, and how to set up evergreen webinars. Evergreen webinars are amazing. They're actually webinars that you present once. You literally record once, and you can replay as if it's live over and over and